Hello and welcome. I'm Q, and This is the Police. A beautiful example of an indie game that goes, I have an idea, and I want to do specifically that one idea. You are the chief of the police. You want to get your funds for retirement. But there's a bit of police corruption, gangs, politicians. There's a lot of things you need to juggle, and there's a whole town you need to take care of. How do you do? Just try your best, and that's pretty much what this game is about. So, I think without much further ado, let's begin. Oh yeah, and you also get some quality papers, so you've got the tabloids going about it, so you can see about the mayor's escapades and things like that. Which, yeah, quite interesting. I'm not going to read into them too much probably, but it might do for if some of them catch my eye.
When I was a kid, my father sometimes told me at bedtime that if I closed my eyes and didn't open them for a long time, all the demons would blow away. Yesterday I turned 60, but I still take his advice. Not because I'm sentimental or want to keep the memory of my father alive. I just can't think of a better solution. No matter what lies you tell, you're privately thinking the honest answers. It helps me remember who I am. The fact that I'll be reading all about it in the papers tomorrow is a small price to pay. Call it penance for the preacher. This is the first time I'm afraid of those answers my mind has given me. Not because I'm mad I'm losing my job. Though it's true, I'm mad as hell. Not because I subconsciously blame everyone else. Though I damn sure do blame them. The worst thing is, I know I'm gonna have to do something. And I'll be damned if I know how far I'll go. Shutting my eyes tight as I can. The best solution remains the same. Play blind. I just hope the reporters think I was blinded by the camera flash.
And yes, but the introduction, you kind of tell, definitely a bit of a bleak tone to this, but it's still a fun time. And yeah, I do love the art style, by the way, as well. Want to give credit to that. Look, good morning. The mayor has officially announced my resignation. Was this a surprise, or did I know in advance? And thus, I have a few questions. These probably do have an impact as to certain people how they feel about me, but But yes, the mayor discussed it with me. Next up, do you know who's the name of your successor? To which, I have no clue, I am sorry. And there's been a recent corruption scandal. The deputy was looking forward to my resignation. Do I think he'll get the position? Honestly, that is not up for me to decide, or for me to comment. I have no knowledge on who's going to take over. Though there's allegations of cooperation with the mafia. I honestly could not comment on the corruption with the mafia. I do not know, sadly. And what about your personal relationship with the mayor? Has that affected your retirement? Honestly, it is possible, but I do not know. It could have been, could not have been. Thank you for your time.
How did the press conference go?
You can read about it in the newspapers tomorrow. Don't let anyone in.
Even Mr. Kendrick?
Especially Mr. Kendrick.
And can see some unknown sort of spell, but don't know quite what they are yet.
As soon as I heard the door creak, I knew what face I'd see. Rude, arrogant, no warning. That's Mayor Rogers in a nutshell. Even the floorboards under his feet sound like they're creaking an apology. He never shied away from the odd corruption scheme. It's like the devil walks behind him. In the movies, the villains controlling the city play golf with the judges. Rogers plays tennis with them instead. That's about the only difference.
Soon you won't be able to smoke here either.
Soon enough, I won't be here at all.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. The people of this city like you, Jack. The police chief of all people. Don't betray that, Jack. Don't get wrapped up in any schemes. Sit nice and quiet for the next 180 days, and you'll be remembered as a hero.
Then how am I supposed to scrape together a retirement fund?
You had a million chances to secure a luxury pension. 180 days of quiet, Jack. That's all I need. I don't have any problems with you, and you won't have any problems with me. I have a new assistant, Troy Starr. If you have something to tell me, call him.
I'm sorry, babe. Only the mayor has this number. Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, is this Troy Starr?
Yes?
Go fuck yourself, Troy Starr.
You can tell I'm a very big fan of him. And you can see some papers about the decisions. The important thing is the cleanliness of the streets have went up. Brilliant! We have beautiful streets here in Freiburg. And you do have this little car animation. I do love this, to be honest, just the truck not wanting to start in the morning.
Cops don't use the police station cafeteria anymore. The main thing? Don't look into anyone's eyes. Could be construed as an invitation to sit together. The only people eating here are ghosts. My deputy, Francis Kendrick. He recently became one of those ghosts. The subject of one of the most devastating corruption scandals in the history of Freiburg. I need that file I asked for. Needs to be ready tonight. Francis didn't say anything, but I understood. Ghosts aren't supposed to talk.
And yes, I'm going to actually do a tutorial because I've not played this game in a few years, though I do love the option of show me what you've got, or I'm a 60-year-old police chief a few months from retirement, don't you dare tell me how to do my goddamn job. Because honestly, fair play, if I was a 60-year-old like a month away from retirement, God, that would be a miracle. Being 60 and only a month from retirement, 6 months, but still, 60 and only 6 months from retirement, that would be a miracle. I'm going to do a tutorial just to make sure I don't forget anything. So, have an A and a B shift, I do remember that. Officers, they do their own investigation. And you can see score, rank, things like that. And 150 is a solid, reliable officer. Underneath it, might not be great. And in general, a success will raise the professionalism, a failed mission will lower it, which is worth noting. Energy is also important. Sometimes people need a day off to keep their energy or things like that. Having no energy may cause issues. Would you believe being exhausted and trying to have a firefight might not be the best thing? Ah, yes, and some people are also, gonna hate. Would you believe if you're an alcoholic, you're not gonna tell your boss I'm an alcoholic? Make me work that out for myself. That's reasonable. And so, you can see my lineup here. We've got some people that are pretty much inept at anything, but they exist. And then we have others who are actually really good. I'm quite happy to have them. And we've got some detectives. They're not really relevant till later on. And you can see I'm on B shift right now. Oh yeah, the music in this game. I do love the slow jazz. Like, not a huge jazz fan, but it is a nice little background noise. Moral of the story, I'm the one important for sending people away. So, be aware, if I send everyone, I'm not gonna have people to send for the next call. So try to keep people back if you can. And depending on the task, I might need better or worse people. Sometimes it might be prank calls, things like that. And yes, so as I said, this can be a false call, but I need to put together, like, depending on how many officers are available, the colour I believe can also tell me how bad it is, and reading the crime might give me an indication of how bad the crime is to depend on who I should send. There's been some homeless man who's been hit outside the shopping mall, and the drivers ran away, so probably going to need important people to go on that. I'm going to send Yancey and also Austin to try and get him up a bit, because the two of them together should be more than enough. And so now both of them are preoccupied, they now need to go all the way across the town, which means they're going to be occupied for a minute. Some drunks attacking a cashier. Is some 17-year-old working the cinema? Come on, you're better than this. But hopefully Purdy with Price. It's pretty much, I'm hoping Purdy can handle this, but Price can, you know, get some experience from a success here, hopefully. And I've still got 3 officers, including my best officer, but this is a little bit dicey. Ooh, lightning storm. I do love the line, dead civilians bother the mayor even more than living ones. Such a beautiful line. But yeah, so if it goes well, everyone gets better. If it goes bad, people might get worse, but people can die. If there's a shootout and you send someone like Price alone on a shootout, they're likely not going to come back from said shootout. So it's very important to keep aware of that. So the offender was caught, no one was harmed, so they gained 10 XP each, and that's the song of the day. They're on their way back now to come. You see they're lighter grey. Do love the lightning in the background in the rain. Sadly the offender escaped, however no one was hurt, so Purdy did lose a little bit of experience sadly. Damn, that was unfortunate. Ooh, armed robbery. Yeah, you know what, armed robbery, you get like the highest people. I know it's just teenagers and it may have just been a, you know, adults content store, but that's a shotgun. I'm not taking a risk. On you go, we're sending some of the 80, we're sending the best and some of the decent backup. I know there's a fight immediately. Oh god. Price comes back, hopefully Price can get a little bit better from this one. Right. Price, do not let me down. I'm sending you with Yancey, one of our best. Do not let me down. You can solve this. I know that they're, you know, it's a bit of an issue of them, but just, you know, Yancey should be able to handle this. Just learn a little from him, please. And at least now I've got some better officers sitting around. And this is one of the other big events of the game. Sometimes officers have got several options, so they want you to be the solution dealer. So I need to kind of come up with how to deal with this as the best opinion I can, using what information I have. Thankfully the game does pause while we're doing this. The vehicle, our cop car's parked up, we know where the people are. We can hear the sounds of certain films being on and them laughing, can even hear it through the window, so apparently they've been put on loud. Got a few options, can knock on the door, can sneak in, or turn the lounge siren on and hope for the best. This is some of my better people, so I'm gonna hope that them turning on the loudspeaker, because they've got a shotgun, that's the thing, so I do need to be semi-careful here. I'll turn the loudspeaker on and see if that gets them surprised. Yep, they came up. So thankfully the loudspeaker, they just walked out being kids, they did not just grab the shotgun. However, they could have just grabbed the shotgun and started blasting, so that might not have gone well. But yeah, thankfully they're coming back now, so I'm happy sending like a full team to stop this assault because that is quite a big crime. If I can send 3 people, it's probably bad. So they managed to stop the fight between the couple, so Price has actually got a little bit better. They're trying to get Price leveled up to the point they're actually competent, will be a long way away. However, it's worth a try. And thankfully sending all 3 officers it worked out. But see, sending all officers gives them a better chance to succeed. All 3 of them got 10 XP, so I almost want to send 2 people and get 10 XP. So it is worth sending more people and make sure everyone levels up a little bit from it. I think there's been one unsuccess, but that's been the day now. And yes, I can switch over, so now I'm going to be on to Shift A. I can demand someone comes over from Shift B to A, but they won't be too happy with me and they'll get very tired very quickly if they do. So, oh, you're a very good sir. But yeah, you can see I've got some insanely good people. I've only got 3 successful people on bloody Day B. Day A's got 3 very good, but like 3 semi-reliable. This got 3 good, 1 semi-reliable, and the rest is kind of naffed on my Day A roster, so I need to be careful.
The past few weeks, I don't hardly recognize my old friend. In his younger years, he reminded me of a gallant royal officer in an old Kipling story. Kendrick isn't just crumbling under the weight of the public pressure, but from the shame of it all. I've known Francis for 30 years. The past 20 years, he's played loose with the law. And I know that at a certain point, every stolen dollar brings more misery than anything else. Your friends are your friends, and these are the waters we swim in.
Called all of the people on that list today. Now they know you're in business, so you could get a call from any of them. You don't need to worry about any of them. I've cleared them all, just like you asked. Should be just a few small favors. Payments will vary depending on the situation and who you're dealing with. How much are you looking to earn?
$500,000.
$500,000? Why not a whole million?
Because everybody wants to take $1 million. Figured I'd try something different.
Well, you could earn it all above board if you netted all the big fish and hit all your bonuses.
Never knew you for a fisherman.
Well, you never got into my business, and I'm not trying to get into yours. I remember what you said, but I should probably add one more name to that list. Christopher Sand.
Sand. Christopher G. Sand. Everyone knows the name, but few could tell you who he is. Gives to charity, rarely attends social events. An avid hunter, I hear. Even dabbles in poetry. You'd never guess he's the head of the oldest and most powerful gang in the city. He rarely involves himself in commonplace murders and robberies. Hardly needs to intimidate anyone to get his point across. Sand pulls the strings without getting his hands dirty. People sometimes mistake his quiet approach. A couple years ago, an arms dealer decided to expand its business without asking permission, and his whole family paid the price. In 4 weeks, Sand killed 31 people, and Sand's people made sure every paper reported it. Frank, I don't want to hear you say that name again.
Jack, please, listen to me. I'm in with these guys.
We agreed, Frank. That's not the kind of business I'm into. I don't go there. Never have, never will.
And would you believe the straight cop who's never walked the, corrupt side did not like being offered to work for the corrupt people, but, $500,000's a big figure, so we'll see what happens. And yes, you can promote people. It turns out when you give someone a career, they might actually value the career and try harder, so it can actually help fix some people's issues, but not necessarily all the time. Gotta promote another person, because commanders do also help other people more at least, so it might be worth having a second decent person, and I'll keep my last strike for the next group for Shift B. And yes, the best part about this game is you get your own custom music you can listen to, as in, the game has a bunch of records you just put on. And yes, so you can get rid of people if you legally have a right to. If not, you can still get rid of them, there'll just be questions, and death is a way to get rid of people, just bear that in mind. But yeah, not gonna fire them. But yeah, I can fire Roy, for example, who's only 5. I won't do it today because I could do that tomorrow when it's not their day of work, but I also have another detective for Slotty, so probably best just taking the highest ranked detective. And they won't be available today, but I can go to the police station to do that anytime. So some kids have been messing with the graveyard. I'm gonna try and use my best person and also train some not suppressed people. Thankfully that's a really close job. And yes, I'm gonna send 3 people. Hopefully Roy kinda gets a boost from the 2 people that are going there. Again, a commander with them, so they should be pretty good here. Though this is risky because I'm sending everyone out. I've only got 3 people left. 2 top calls came in right now. I could only send 1 person to one of them. Thankfully these jobs are pretty close by, so they're not too bad. They should, be dealt with soon and come back soon. Hey, offender call. Let's go leveling them up a little. Probably worth me waiting on people just to go for the suspicious individual. Oh. Sadly they got out, damn. That's rather unfortunate. Again, I'm gonna try and get Birch up a little bit. Now this might not be a criminal because this is just someone who's working their job and said they think they've seen this person on the cult, like a most wanted poster. This is a 50-50 if this is actually a call because, you know, you might misidentify someone. A little call from a not necessarily gangster, but possibly gangster, though. I'll give them my worst person because I believe I remember that you lose the person you send. So I'll send them Roy. If this goes well, that's good. If not, well, tragedy. Yeah, it was a false alarm. A clown carrying balloons is selling crack cocaine to teenagers. I'm gonna doubt that for some reason, but just in case, I'll send better people. Yeah, so Roy immediately quit after doing this. So, you know, I lost my worst employee. I'm not really too heartbroken about that. But I did get paid quite good for doing that. Oh! Yeah, Code Red, a very big important one. Code Red, we send some of the best people. No matter what, we make sure to not let that one happen. We will bring back every chewing gum needed for this, don't worry. And, yeah. I'll send 2 decent people. I feel like this is probably a false alarm, but I'll send 2 good people just in case. Now I need to find someone new to put onto shift A or B. I'll hire you to shift A, I guess, Herbert. So at least that's me got a new officer to replace Roy, who I've lost now, but to be fair, it was probably worth losing my worst employee to immediately replace them with someone better, because you can't train them. I wouldn't say offender caught for that one. Offender saved maybe, sure, but offender unarmed, that's good, that's good. You know what? Cover in a raincoat and pretend to be... We're gonna get some undercover feds on the scene, don't you worry, we get some plainclothes sitting here. What's up, my cool kids? Can I get one of them hippity balloons? It didn't work, damn. You know what, that honestly went about as successful as my impression said it should have went. Fair, honestly fair. But yeah, so you see I've lost Roy, but honestly that's not too bad.
Whenever I'm alone at home and there's a knock at the door, I always hope it'll be my wife, Laura.
Hello, my name is Steve, and you're Jack Boyd, is that right?
To get to my front door, the Bible boys walked about a mile from the local bus stop. But according to her, these brave lunatics with their fake smiles deserve at least a minute of attention. She patiently listens to them, asks them questions, regales them with pastries, and I'd have hugged those boys, sat with them on the porch and lit up a cigar. But a month after Laura left, all I could do was quietly ask them not to bother me. Today I'm a little rougher still. Shut the door on his nose this time. Another couple weeks at this rate and I'll be greeting anyone who comes close with my service pistol pointed towards the sky. Normally, when a wife is going to leave home, she'll make a scene, or at least sit everyone down for a serious conversation. But Laura just disappeared. The in-laws always blame the husband for making their daughter unhappy. But now Sally, Laura's mother, well, we sort of have a pact. The fellow Laura ran off with is young enough to be her son. I hear he's 30 years old. Sally figures this guy just thought he'd have some fun with a mature woman, but he'll be back chasing college girls before the year is out. So we have an agreement. Sally's gonna track down Laura and try to reason with her, and it's a crazy situation. I'm the police chief, and the person I'm trusting to find my wife is an old woman armed with a phone book. But I can't afford to lose Sally as an ally.
Hello.
Mrs. Markham, this is Boyd.
Oh, is there any news?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Have you found anything?
I've narrowed the range to 2 suspects, or whatever you like to say at your police building. Maybe you think I'm a foolish old woman, but I go to my book club, argue with the girls about Byron, and it gives me energy. I talk to my dogs, and it gives me energy. And you have nothing, Jack. You don't even have a hobby. You got no passion. It's why Laura left you.
Let's not go back into that, Sally. Find my wife. I can't expect the impossible from you. Just don't let me die out here, okay?
And yes, I still do have a promotion symbol from before. But who do I promote is the question. I'll keep a hold of the stripe for now because I don't exactly know who I want to level up a little more, I'll be honest. And I don't know, I might try and keep it when I discover someone being an alcoholic or being a lick, but I suspect someone to be a bit dodgy. I might try and keep it to get them a bit more on board. I can also promote like double and triple promote, but again, not now at least. But yeah, I'll continue going to different musics, and you can also buy new music as well, so that's worth noting. And I've definitely got an interesting start to the day anyway of... The City Hall wants me to do something interesting, we'll say. This game was set back in, we'll say, the 60s or 80s, some point around then, so this wasn't an unreasonable request to be given at that point in time, but nowadays definitely a lot more so. Crime in progress, structured property. Well, Sana, you try and work this and hope for your best. Detectives now. And yes, you want a more effective main person, so... Oh, do I also get rid of detectives for City Hall? That's something I didn't realise. But yeah, we'll continue with these two then now onto the detective case. Yeah, this is all employees. 5 different people they want me to get rid of, and I can't even replace everyone, I don't think. Definitely gonna think about that one. Hypothetically, how many of these got I get rid of one of the 5. Oh, that's gonna be a problem. Yeah, I'm probably... I don't know, I might... That's a hard one. I don't know whether I'll listen to City Hall on that one or not. Because there's definitely advantages if you listen to them and disadvantages if you don't. Oh, carjackings. Oh, stolen vehicle. Okay. Trust in you not to fail this. I'm sending a lot of people on that. Ah, yeah, successful. Not too bad. And you can see I've now got investigations where I can see... Yeah, I'll add a few more of my other day's detectives onto that, but yeah. So I've now got detectives working on that. And the driver's nowhere to be seen. Wait a safe distance, see if the driver appears. Hey, yeah, success. Not too bad. Hopefully the two of you should be able to do this, get a little bit of experience. Okay, yeah, that man taking photos of children at a park is definitely dodgy. Yeah, we're sending we're sending people there immediately. Hey, perfect, not bad. You know what, you want one of my best cops? I'll give you Yancey. He is above and beyond a good cop. Don't hurt him, but I want you to do good. I want him to do good. I'll trust you and make him a good man. So I'm just sending him to a fight club to pretty much be a punching bag, it sounds. I feel bad for this man. I'm probably not a good person for just sending him on that one. Yeah, hopefully Yancey being quite high rank should be good. Oh, new frames on the homicide case. Can be different things. So they drove by in a sedan and shot like a machine gun. Shot like a machine gun does not mean it was a machine gun. Didn't see much. They were drunk. Heard a few muffled shots, which, okay. Caused trouble, a lot of cursing and carrying on. Not really. He sounds like he might have been the fucking perpetrator if he's saying he got what he deserved. Doesn't remember the car, quiet neighborhood, never heard anything. Looking at it, because it was, they drove by in a sedan, muffled shots, and went to buy medicine, so it was near a pharmacy. So in theory, it could have been, you know, was going by the market or maybe even after it. Car, shot, pharmacy, there we go. So that was rather lucky actually for day one to get the detective case figured out. That was actually rather lucky. So got a suspect. Thankfully only one suspect, but can be more. So I'm gonna assume that's level, yeah, they got like 30 XP for that. So, important thing, it's worth noting what crime they've done. So, a thief, probably likely to surrender. Brutal killer might try to get more. So, sending better officers and maybe even a SWAT team might be worth it. Now, I know this person was a racist, so I do not want to send anyone of black descent because I know it was a black person they stabbed. Yeah, I'll go with two really good officers here, including someone that's a bit promoted. Also send the SWAT just in case, because this was a murderer, and when Yancey comes back I'll send them to the big fight first off apparently. I'm sending the two of you. You're not quite perfect, but you're decent. This is just one drunk guy trying to attack a singer. You should be okay to get them. I trust the two of you to be okay here. Yancey, I know you've just came back, buddy, but I'm gonna need you on this one. Oofed. Yeah, that's fine. He got like 100 experience for that, so that was huge. Amazing. Though he is out for the day, so I sadly can't send Yancey like I was hoping. So, Austin and Prince, it looks like just the two of you are on this. I hope you can do this. Oh. We're on about a cat fight between two lady dancers of the night, so hopefully Austin and Prince can sort this and don't just watch. Yeah, I've got an event I need to deal with. It's probably both of them I need to deal with, but how'd the homicide case go? Oh, I didn't need to do anything. Aye, beautiful. Offender caught. Able to arrest all suspects. Beautiful. So yeah, I managed to get that one done on day one. That was brilliant, that detective case. How'd the fight go? Offender caught, no one harmed. Beautiful, thank yous. I thought you caught them fine. Yeah, can you just shout at the women to like get them to realise you're officers of the law now? If they don't sort this, the cells are worse than, you know, just divide and equal. Nope, didn't work. No, do not just watch them. You know what? Try to separate them. There's two of you versus two of them. You should be okay. God damn it, Price. Austin, you two, I expected better of you. Tisk tisk. You can't see now Yancey's a really strong candidate, but got definitely a few candidates that are not so good on hanging. Like, at least at this point, I've got most people are kind of in the decent territory, but there are still a few where they need a little more training to get to decent. But not too bad.
Why would a man need a barn? To store all the stuff you can't bring home. There's something I always kept in the barn. I stopped keeping my pills inside the house because every time I was about to take a triple, someone would knock on my bedroom door. Now they're knocking on my barn door. Well, fine. It's not every day that someone comes to visit your barn. But he never came for dinner with the family. We never watched football over here. And now he's brought his friends to visit my barn. I always try to look unsurprised, like it's an everyday thing to get visitors at the old barn.
Sorry for the surprise, Jack. We saw you from the car. Figured we'd find you in here. I'm going in for a minute, fellas. These guys will wait outside.
How long you been dating the lover boys?
They're Sans people, Jack.
Yeah. So now you're appearing in public with members of the mafia?
Probably won't be seeing each other again. I've got new documents, a new name, a new life, everything new.
The papers say you're still working your last week for the department.
I've got to get out today.
You told your mafia friends about your plans.
Jackie, if I don't fix everything with them in the next few hours, they're going to kill me. And not just me. My family, my relatives, God, Jack, I don't know who else. They found out that I was planning to run and they demanded that we close our contract today.
Is that how you talk now? Maybe you should call in the lawyers to straighten all this out.
Now is not the time, Jack, please. I have a commitment to them until the end of the year. If I can't find someone I can trust tonight, I'm dead. You know me, Jack. I wouldn't ask you if I wasn't afraid they'd cut my daughters to pieces before sunrise.
He's the damn fool who puts his daughters in the crosshairs in the first place.
And now a rather difficult point of the game of, let's be honest, as soon as you take from the paw, you're kinda in a bad situation, but you don't really want to see your best friend's daughters in giblets, so this is a rather difficult one. And to be fair, he did bring this on himself. I honestly don't know if the game's going to railroad me into forcing to help with the mafia. It'll probably be more interesting to work with them, but I honestly think that it's the dumber thing to do. I should probably not work with the mafia. I should keep my hands clean while I can. I've taken odd jobs, but they've been good odd jobs, you know. There's nothing illegal with being a bouncer for a night, say, things like that. Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna lecture you, Frank. I don't think I have anything to say that you don't already know. I'm sorry for your family.
I do feel bad for Frank. Is this issues with the cat? Because apparently going to let out of date ice cream. So, I'm gonna let you off this time, Sam Day, but I'm gonna expect you to come in tomorrow. And I shall keep my straight for today. I can now actually talk to City Hall. And yes, so I can request. They might tell me no, get to fuck, but I am able to request. But it depends on how they view me. If I've been doing well for them, things like that, and I'm only able to make requests like once a week, say. I think it's 5 days, but I'm not sure quite. So I can ask for a raise to get more money. Can ask for more officers to have an easier time, more detectives. I think I'm gonna ask for another officer slot because that's probably gonna help me out. Like, that's for an officer. You know what? I'll give them the choice. Give me a new officer or a raise. I'll be happy with either. So we'll hope they accept that. But yeah, they want me to fire all cops, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that one because I got too many, and it would be. I've not got the right reason to fire most of them, so I kind of can. Yay, 1,200. It's not a terrible salary. That's really mean. He's a man that's on some hard times. Just offer him a sandwich. I'm sure he'll be okay. He's to go see about this. I'm sure you can go make him have a better time. Oh. Yeah, this is an important one. We're sending a full team. Birch, I know you're not exactly the most actually, you know what? Birch and Birch Jr. you're going, but you've got 2 more senior members. You should be okay, and we've got at least a backup team still ready. The SWAT team's coming with you, so it's okay. I trust in you to do well. You're not tired, you should be okay. I have got no investigations. Yeah, I know you want me to fire all black cops. It's not happening. I know tomorrow is the deadline. I'm sorry, I can't. There's 2 Spanish Elvises. Sad like no send 2 people on that one. But now I kind of have nobody left if they're needed anywhere, so... Okay, you caught this disorderly. I probably shouldn't have sent my best person on that one, to be honest. Drive the car right through the front window, brilliant. I mean, there's 4 of you, can I not split you up? Try and sneak in the back door, see how it goes. Please, stop making threats, just calm down and drop the weapon. I know you're saying you're gonna blow their head off, but it's okay. I need you to leave the hostage. If you leave the hostage, I can let you go. It's okay. Okay, good, we did actually not... Good, I just want to make sure we didn't trust them, thank God. Oh. I need 2 good people for the competition, okay. Oh. Oh! New detective situation! I would love to send you someone, but I kinda can't. I would want to send someone to help you, but I can't. I'm sorry, I don't have anyone. I'll send you them if you give me 2 seconds. No. I guess I'm not allowed to. God damn, you let the person escape. Okay, I know the destruction of property is bad, I just need some extra people here quickly. Edgar, Robkins, and Birch Jr. The 3 of you should be able to deal with this, yeah? Okay, so there's been a robbery, right? I'll wait till there's actually some frames before I try and piece it together. You know what? I'm gonna trust the 2 best officers I have to go on the shooting competition, because they want good people. I'll give them the physical best I have. I've got some okay people still. It's getting late at night, so there shouldn't be too many people. But yeah, investigations. Do Mo and Armstrong and keep the other 2 free just in case I need them. But I've got 4 detectives working on it just in case. Did you do good? God damn it. Disappointed in you, lot. Is the robbery at least... I got some new frames from it, okay. Gonna pawn their necklace off, it was in their family. Okay, so someone snatched her purse from her shoulder that had her necklace in it. Right. They're on a bike. It was a man, and he had a jacket. So it was just some guy, he drove by when she had it on it, grabbed the thing, and then drove off. Yep, found the person, brilliant. I'm gonna wait for some slightly better. People gonna be back quick enough for this, or good they are, cool. Digger, go with Birch and hope for the best on this. Hey, they won, and that was 55 XP. Yeah, I'm happy you're taking the day off. You got some good experience, man. Thank you. Oh, I can only send the SWAT on one thing a day. Okay. Well, he's just a thief who's desperate for a thing. He's not too much of a threat. I'm going to hope 2 solid officers can handle this. They've got a really good lead detective with them. Like, 2 solid officers, they should be okay for this. Vandalism was a success. Nicely done. And what about the robber? Offender caught. Perfect. Managed to arrest everyone. Good going, detectives. I appreciate it. And that's a successful day. Yeah, that's not going to be a lie. There's a lot going to go on tomorrow because City Hall is not going to be happy with me.
Mr. Boyd, there was a man here earlier. He left you this.
A man? What man? Who let him on this floor?
I don't know. I've never seen him before. I asked him his name, but he just ignored me. Gave me this envelope and left.
Damn. Okay, let's see about this.
Oh, I'm sorry for your family.
The photo could have been doctored, of course. But Sand doesn't go in for cheap theatrics. Kendrick is dead. His family is dead. He's not trying to frighten me. He's just trying to clue me in on the facts. I didn't agree to work for him on my own, so now they're just going to insist.
Good morning, Jack. I believe you just received my message.
Who am I speaking with?
Oh, I'm sorry. If I was sitting right there in front of you, you'd have no trouble recognizing me. Like I was a member of your family. Even better than a wife, perhaps.
I don't talk to people who don't tell me their names.
Oh, Jack, don't be so childish. You're too old to run away from strangers. Yes, we both are. And in our old age, friendship becomes rare and all the more precious. But of course, we must work with new people and find out new names. So if you insist, Jack, let us formally meet. Hello, Jack Boyd. I'm Christopher Sand.
Wonderful, Mr. Sand. And what is it you do for a living?
Oh, you'll soon find out all about that. Well, you'll learn much more than a simple policeman could ever expect. You're a simple policeman no longer, Jack. Don't turn off your phone. You start today.
8 in 10. It's been my go-to principle since my first day on the job. I've got to let my colleagues hush up what they need to, 2 out of 10 times, so that they'll help me with the remaining 8. But now I just officially became a mafia whore. I'm supposed to be fearing for my life, for the lives of my wife and children. But the only thing I can think, what's gonna happen to 8 and 10?
Fine, Armstrong, and get a day off for your dog's party. And we'll try a billabong. I'm able to use the fast person that I found to investigate a newer person, and thus try to get this sorted out, but god damn it. Yeah, they want me to take out the head of the gang in 4 days. Oh god. Yeah, they're not gonna like me because I didn't fire all the black people, but to be fair, they're some of my best people, so you know. Yay, more money. Yay, new officer. Oh, really good officers. Oh. Shift B is near the people, yeah, so Robert, you're getting hired for shift B. And I think Price is probably going to get fired this part and replaced, because I could definitely get a much better officer. You two should be able to handle that, that's not too bad. Though, that of boiling chocolate seems like something I do need to sort, so have fun! Investigation started. As always, I'll check that when I actually have some frames. I don't know if me adding detectives from the other day actually helps or not, by the way, but I hope it does. Perfect. Got the offender nice. Yeah, the kids that stole a car probably need dealt with. I'm really digging this song, it's nice and chill. Just overtake them, they're kids, they'll probably terrify as soon as they realise there's police. Yay, it worked! I'm going to assume this isn't too bad because it's just a child screaming that they're being bullied and that, and they just want to see their friends, so this I don't feel like it's too likely to be bad, just in case it said some decent people. Yeah, it was literally just a kid needing to eat his vegetables. Okay. Theft at the casino. Send you two decent people for that. Should get them some XP here, that's not too bad. No, I'm not working for the mafia, I'm trying to refuse. I'm sure that went badly on previous playthroughs a few years ago. I just remember the mafia not being good to work with. I'm gonna die because I'm refusing to work with the mafia, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm gonna also get rid of Price because she is by far my worst employee, and she is old. This is not wrongful, I'm just letting her retire. And I think I'll get myself this Andre Donut because damn your good professionalism. Get you onto shift B as well. Do you get the thief? Aye, brilliant. Right, you have 4 officers that are all competent. This is someone who is driving a very suspicious van and has just pulled a gun on people and is shooting. Please, there's 4 good officers and a sergeant there. Please do this. Shoot the tires and hopefully this go. Like, I know this is a person, they're clearly got like a massive intent. They've pulled a gun out and random. They aren't likely to just give up, so I don't feel like just asking them's too good. Try shooting the tires. Oh. We're now in an adult store. Please let go of the man, I beg you. Oh, thank God, that's terrifying. Okay, cool, no one was hurt. Oh, that was a little scary, I won't lie. Aw. Price also seemed to have alcohol problems. I feel bad now. Ooh, I've got some new frames. Ooh. He's trusted with big jobs, he's a good assistant. Ah, it's already been sold at the restaurant the same night it was stolen, right. That's a big deal, right. He has a key to it and there's a safe. So he has the key. He goes in and just... Oh wow. Hasn't worked in 10 years, but has some expensive things. Okay, can I send someone for that immediately? Brilliant. Kochi and Purdy, I think the two of you should be able to do this, but just in case, I'm sending the SWAT with you, because he does seem to be a bit more of a higher listed, like, you know, he's got some connections, he's a bit bigger, I'm a bit more scared of him. It was a gift, the home and his tax returns. Okay, I believe it. Can I get gifted a home as well, please? I would much appreciate that. Wow, I'm up late this night. It's 1 o'clock in the morning and man's still going for the fucking office. You can have a nap in the office. I'm sorry, jeez. Respect the chief of police working around the clock here. Oh, did it go well? Hey, offender caught, brilliant. Able to arrest everyone, beautiful. Oh, Mo, you're getting good at this. So they're 5 grand, or I could get 20 grand for getting them done. Okay, brilliant. Oh god, it's 3 AP. I've never seen this screen. The screen literally goes blurry because it's 3 in the morning. I am barely awake. I love it. That is brilliant. Beautiful. That has been a nice day, I think. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, these shifts are starting to look good. I've got 2 new officers coming in onto shift B that are really high leveled. Honestly, shift A is starting to look like the weaker one. Many are replacing a couple folk like Birch Jr. and Grant and that. I can't actually replace them, they're too young though. Okay, that's not too bad. Birch is definitely looking a bit though. Many are replacing them. You know what? Coming up for our first week as the chief of police, I think that's also just saved there. I think that's enough for now. This is our new Monday series because sometimes you just want to give some love back to the indie games, you know? And this is a good example, as I said at the beginning, of a game where it just wants you to be a police chief in like the 6th stage, your massive police corruption where you're trying to get money for your retirement, you're trying to not be corrupt as fuck, but you're also trying to live. And it's a fun combination. I do enjoy the game. It's a fun little day-to-day mechanic. And I've played this a few times before, but I haven't got too far in it before. I have failed runs because you can fail runs in this game. But that's to see if we get that or not. This is definitely going to continue next Monday as well, don't worry. But in the meantime, this has been This Is the Police. I've been Q. Thank you for joining me. Take care and enjoy.